Hello, my dear enthusiastic friends. Welcome to our channel Chemistry is Awesome. In this lecture, we will discuss nomenclature of alkyl halides. That means naming of alkyl halides. There are two systems for the nomenclature of alkyl halides. Number one, common name system. This common name system is also called as trivial name system, TRIVIAL, means of less importance, or the name derived from source of organic compound. And second system, which is very important one, that is IUPAC name system, but this is pronounced as IUPAC name system. IUPAC, this is an abbreviation, and its long form is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Friends, this system was established in 1919 and is used for the nomenclature of organic compounds all over the world. Therefore, this is very important system. Now let us start our discussion with common name system. So that there are two systems. One is common name system and second one is IUPAC name system. How to derive common name of an alkyl halide? The common name of alkyl halide is derived by writing the name of alkyl group followed by the name of halogen atom as a halide. If there is chlorine atom, chloride, bromine, bromide, iodine, iodide, etc. Now let us see at the board some examples. CH3 single bond Cl, C2H5 single bond Br. What is the name of alkyl group here? CH3 group is called as methyl group, and we know that this methyl group is derived from methane. Therefore, first we have to write down the name of alkyl group as methyl, METHYL, followed by the name of halogen atom. Name of halogen atom, since there is chlorine atom, chloride. So that what is common name of this CH3Cl? Methyl chloride. Now let us see next example. In this next example, this C2H5 group is there. This C2H5 group is called as ethyl. So that here we must write ethyl for C2H5, and we know that this ethyl group is derived from ethane by the loss of one hydrogen atom. Since there is bromine atom, that's why we have to write name ethyl bromide. This is complete name and this is common name. If we have to derive name of an alkyl halide having 3 or more carbon atoms, or we can say isomeric alkyl halides, because we know that the phenomenon of isomerism in alkyl halide starts from 3 carbon atoms. In this 3 carbon containing halogen atoms compounds, we will write some examples. CH3 single bond CH2 single bond CH2 single bond I, CH3 single bond CH bond I single bond CH3. So that if an alkyl halide molecule contains 3 carbon atoms, then there are 2 possible isomers. Therefore, to differentiate these 2 isomers, we have to use prefixes such as n, sec, iso, tertiary, nu in common name system. If we proceed towards next example of an alkyl halide which contains 4 carbon atoms, the group form is called as butyl group, formed from butane. C4H10 is butane. When we remove one hydrogen atom from this butane, there is formation of C4H9. But in C4H9, there are 4 isomeric groups. such as N-butyl, sec-butyl, isobutyl, and tertiary butyl. Now let us see these examples first. Whenever halogen atom is bonded to a terminal carbon atom, or we can say primary carbon atom. Now in this case, this group is denoted as normal alkyl group. Normal in short, small n. So that what is prefix we will use for this? N. Since this is group containing 3 carbon atoms, that's why this group is called as propyl. But before this propyl we have to write prefix N, followed by the name of halogen atom. Halogen atom is iodine, therefore we will write iodide. So that N-propyl iodide. Now in this case, iodine atom is not bonded to a terminal carbon atom. Iodine atom is bonded to a secondary carbon atom. That's why this is called as sec-propyl. Sec-propyl. Or this is also called as isopropyl. Sec-propyl or isopropyl. Followed by the word iodide. So that in propyl iodide there are how many possible isomers? 2. One is N-propyl iodide, second one is sec or isopropyl iodide. Sec or iso, these prefixes are used only for propyl group. But when we proceed towards butyl group, in case of butyl, sec-butyl and isobutyl are not same. They are different. Therefore, try to remember this point. It's very important. We can use sec or iso only for propyl group. Now we will write isomeric N-butyl, isomeric butyl chlorides. First CH3 single bond CH2, single bond CH2, single bond CH2, bond Cl. CH3 single bond CH bond Cl, single bond CH2, single bond CH3, CH3 single bond CH, branch CH3, single bond CH2, single bond Cl, CH3 single bond C, branch CH3, bond CH3, single bond Cl. So that in case of butyl group, we are getting 4 different isomeric butyl groups. This is called as N-butyl. This is called as sec-butyl. This is called as isobutyl. If we block halogen atom here, chlorine atom, this group is called as isobutyl. This group is called as tertiary butyl. So that what is common name of this? N-butyl chloride. This is sec-butyl chloride. This is isobutyl chloride. So that in case of isoalkyl groups, try to remember one more important point. In case of isoalkyl groups, one methyl group is present in branch on last but one carbon atom. In isoalkyl groups, one methyl group is present in branch on last but one carbon atom or second last carbon atom, except sec-propyl or isopropyl. This is an exceptional case. There is no any branch in this group. Okay, so that this is N-butyl chloride. N-butyl chloride. This is sec-butyl chloride. Next one is isobutyl chloride. And last one is tertiary butyl chloride. So that this is regarding common names of alkyl halides. So that here 2 points are important. First, the common name of alkyl halide is derived by writing the name of alkyl group. By writing the name of alkyl group, followed by the name of halogen atom. But the name of halogen atom is written as a halide. chlorine, chloride, bromine, bromide, iodine, iodide. And what is second important point? To write name of an alkyl halide having 3 or more carbon atoms. 3 or more carbon atoms, or we can say to write common name of isomeric alkyl halide. The prefixes yan, iso, sec, tertiary, nu are used in common name system. Let us see here: iso, tertiary, sec, yan. Okay. Now we'll proceed towards next system. That is IUPAC name system. Oh, IUPAC name system. Try to remember first point. The IUPAC name of an alkyl halide containing 1 or 2 carbon atom is represented as haloalkane. Say for example, 1 or 2 carbon atoms. The IUPAC name of an alkyl halide containing 1 or 2 carbon atoms is represented as haloalkane. Here halo, if there is chlorine, chloro, bromine, bromo, iodine, iodo. Since there is chlorine atom and 1 carbon atom is present in methane. So what is IUPAC name of first example? Chloromethane. Chloromethane. Now in this second example, halogen atom is bromine, and that's why we have to introduce name of bromine atom as bromoethane. What about next? From this, carbon atoms are numbered from one end to the another end. Once we write name of an alkyl halide containing 1 or 2 carbon atoms as haloalkane, then for writing IUPAC names of alkyl halides containing 3 or more carbon atoms, we have to follow certain rules. What is first rule? Select longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing a halogen atom in a molecule. Let us see this example. We'll explain all these rules by taking an example. CH3, single bond CH2, single bond C, single bond CH2, CH2, CH3, single bond CH, branch here C2H5, single bond CH, CH3, single bond CH2, single bond Br. Now let us see this example carefully. Here we have to attach one of the hydrogen atom, so that valency of this carbon atom becomes 4. What is first rule? Select longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing halogen atom in a molecule. Select longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing halogen atom in a molecule. Now let us see. This is one of the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 carbon atoms. This is one more chain containing halogen atom. Number of carbon atoms: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here we have to consider 2 carbon atoms. We can expand this C2H5, CH2, CH3. Let us see. This is also one chain. 1, 2, 3. Here in this chain there are 3 carbon atoms. We will write chains, 3 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is 5 carbon atom containing chain, this chain. Now let us see this chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is chain containing how many carbon atoms? 6 carbon atoms. Now let us see this chain. This is also one of the chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So that here total there are how many carbon atoms? 7 carbon atoms. So therefore, what is first tool? Select longest continuous chain of carbon atoms containing halogen atom in a molecule. Okay. What is next tool? Once we select longest continuous chain of carbon atoms in a molecule, rule number 2 is the carbon atoms of this longest continuous chain are numbered from one end to the another end. But the numbering is started from that end which is nearest to the halogen atom. Now let us see here. This is one end of the chain and this is another end of the chain. We know that this halogen atom is bonded to this carbon atom. That means terminal carbon atom. Therefore, we must starts numbering from this carbon atom. 1, 2, 3. This is carbon number 4, 5, 6 and 7. So that numbering should be started from this end, because this end is nearest to the halogen atom, or we can say halogen atom is directly bonded to this end. Therefore, this carbon atom is numbered as 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is next tool? Once we numbered carbon atoms of the longest continuous chain from one end to the another end. Rule number 3, derive the name of parent alkane on the basis of number of carbon atoms present in the longest continuous chain. Derive the name of parent alkane on the basis of number of carbon atoms present in the longest continuous chain. Okay. Now already we have numbered this longest continuous chain. Total there are how many carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain? 7 carbon atoms are there. And we know that an alkane which contains 7 carbon atoms is heptane. So that here we'll write parent name as heptane. Parent name of this compound as heptane. Once we write name of parent alkane, then we have to next rule, introduce the name of halogen atom. Introduce the name of halogen atom in this parent alkane or in this parent name along with its position. This is rule number 4. Introduce the name of halogen atom in the parent alkane along with its position, and the name of halogen atom is introduced as halo. Here there is bromine atom, bromo, and what about its position? This bromine atom is bonded to carbon number first. Therefore, we have to write like this: 1 bromo, then put hyphen, 1 followed by hyphen, or we can say dash. This 1 is the position of bromine atom. 1 bromo. Now let us say next rule, introduce the name or names of branch or branches in this parent name or parent alkane along with its or along with their positions. If branches attached to this longest continuous chain are different, then we have to introduce the names of branches alphabetically. Now let us see what are the branches here. We will do circle for these branches. This is methyl group, this methyl group, this ethyl group. They are not present in the longest continuous chain. They are out of this longest continuous chain, and that's why they are present in branches. This is also in branch. Now let us see, this is longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. So that in branches there are 2 ethyl groups and 1 methyl group. As E of ethyl appears before M of methyl in alphabets, therefore first we have to introduce the names of these branches, that means ethyl groups, along with their positions. And once we write names of ethyl groups, then we have to introduce the name of methyl group along with its position. Now let us see positions of ethyl groups. One of the ethyl group is bonded to carbon number 3. Second ethyl group is bonded to carbon number 4. What about their positions? 3, 4. 3, 4 diethyl. Since both these branches are same, that's why we have to use prefix di. What is, how to complete this? 3, 4 diethyl. And what about position of methyl? Methyl group is bonded to carbon number 2. So that position of methyl, again we have to put hyphen 2 methyl, methyl, followed by name of parent alkane. Name of parent alkane, heptane. This complete name is written as one word. So the word is complete name 1-bromo. Since bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 1. 3, 4 diethyl. 3, 4 diethyl. 2 methyl. Since methyl group is bonded to carbon number 2. Heptane. So that this is complete IUPAC name of compound. 1-bromo, 3, 4 diethyl, 2 methyl, heptane. Okay. So that in this way we have to derive IUPAC names. So that we must remember at least these 5 rules. Now let us see IUPAC names of these compounds. Oh, in this example there is no any branch. This carbon atom is numbered as 1 because halogen atom is bonded to this carbon atom. This is second and this is third. Since there are 3 carbon atoms, parent alkane is propane. Iodine atom is bonded to carbon number 1. Therefore position of iodine is 1. Therefore complete name is 1-iodo-propane. Since there are 3 carbon atoms, 3 carbon atoms are present in propane. Let us see. These are the carbon atoms present in the chain, and again there is only one chain. We can number carbon atoms of this chain either from left end or from right end because halogen atom is at equidistance from both the ends. So that 1, 2, 3. Since iodine atom is bonded to carbon number 2, and again there are 3 carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain. So that 2-iodo, position of iodine, 2-iodo-propane. Now let us see. This is numbered as 1, this is numbered as 2, 3 and 4. Since chlorine atom is bonded to carbon number 1, 1-chlorobutane. 1-chlorobutane. Now let us see this example. In this example, numbering should be started from left side, left to right, because halogen atom is nearest to this end. If we number this chain from left to right, then halogen atom, that means chlorine atom, appears on carbon number 2. But if we number from this end, 1, 2, 3, then halogen atom appears at carbon number 3. So that correct way of numbering is like this: 1, 2, 3 and 4. Since chlorine atom is bonded to carbon number 2, that's why IUPAC name of this compound is 2-chlorobutane. 2-chlorobutane. Now let us see next example. Now in this example, again numbering is started from this end. 1, 2, 3. In the longest continuous chain there are 3 carbon atoms. We can select this chain or this chain because both this chain contains equal number of carbon atoms. If we select this chain, again IUPAC name will remain same, so that there is no any difference. If we select this chain or this chain, only one name we will get. What about position of branch? This methyl group is in branch on carbon number 2. Position of halogen atom, first we have to write 1 followed by chloro. Therefore what is complete name? 1-chloro. 1-chloro, then put again hyphen 2-methyl, since methyl group is in branch at carbon number 2, and followed by propane, since there are 3 carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain. Now let us see this one. Here you can select this chain as longest continuous chain, this one, or you can select this chain as longest continuous chain, or you can select this chain as longest continuous chain, because there are 3 chains and all these chain contains equal number of carbon atoms, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So that select any one of them. We'll select this chain, so that this is numbered as 1, this is numbered as 2, this is numbered as 3. Now let us see position of halogen atom. This halogen atom is bonded to carbon number 2nd, therefore 2 chloro. Again branch is also present at carbon number 2nd, therefore what is complete name? 2 chloro 2 methyl propane. 2 chloro 2 methyl propane. Okay, we'll write some examples of dihalogen derivatives of alkanes. Let us see here how to write their names. Dihalogen derivatives of alkanes. Some important examples. All these examples we have in our syllabus in 11th as well as 12th standard, so that try to concentrate on all these examples. Try to remember all these examples. Now let us see. CH2Cl2, CH2Cl2, CH3, CHCl2, CH2Cl, single bond CH2Cl. Next, trihalogen derivatives of alkanes, CHCl3, CHI3, CHBr3. Next, tetrahalogen derivatives of alkanes, CCl4, CCl2, EF2. All these examples we have taken in classification also, but we will revise for practice. Next, CH2, CHCl2 or CHCl2, will write like this, CHCl2. Tetrahalogen derivatives. Then we'll take some examples of unsaturated halogenated compounds. CH2, double bond CH, Cl, CH2Br, CH2Br, single bond CH, double bond CH2. Next, CH, triple bond C, single bond Cl. Then CH2, single bond Br, single bond C, triple bond CH. These are the examples of unsaturated halogenated compounds. Now let us see on the board names of these examples. First example is called as, we know that this CH2 group is called as methylene group. CH2 group is called as methylene group. Therefore, common name of this compound is methylene dichloride. Methylene dichloride, or this is also called as methylene dichloride. Methylene dichloride or methylene dichloride. Next one is called as ethylene dichloride. Ethylene dichloride. Next one is called as ethylene dichloride. First two are the examples of geminal dihalides. Third one is the example of vicinal dihalide. Okay. Next one is called as chloroform. All examples we have taken in classification. Just will revise within few minutes. Then iodoform. Next, bromoform. Next, carbon tetrachloride. This is also called as pyrene. Next, freon. Next, Westron or acetylene tetrachloride. One more common name, acetylene tetrachloride. Next, vinyl chloride. Next, allyl bromide. All these are very, very important examples. Next, acetylene chloride. Next, propargyl bromide. Propargyl bromide. All right. IUPAC names of these compounds: dichloromethane. First. Next one is 1,1. We know that this carbon atom is numbered as 1. Since 2 chlorine atoms are bonded to this carbon atom, 1,1 followed by hyphen, dichloroethane. 1,1 dichloroethane. Next one is, we can number either from this end or from this end. Okay, so that what about positions? 1, 2 dichloroethane, 1, 2 followed by hyphen, dichloroethane. Next, since there are 3 chlorine atoms and only 1 carbon atom is there, this compound is considered as all these 3 compounds are considered as derivatives of methane, and we know that trihalogen derivatives of methane. Trihalogen derivatives of methane are called as haloform in general. And what are specifics? Common names: chloroform, iodoform, bromoform. This is called as trichloromethane. Trichloromethane. Next, iodoform, triiodomethane. Triiodomethane. Bromoform, tribromomethane. Tribromomethane. Next one, carbon tetrachloride, tetrachloromethane. Tetrachloromethane. Next, freon, difluoromethane. Next, Westron. 2 chlorine atoms are bonded to carbon number first, 2 chlorine atoms are bonded to carbon number second, 1 and 2. So that this is called as 1,1, 2,2 tetrachloroethane. 1, 1, 2, 2. Then put hyphen, tetrachloroethane. Next, vinyl chloride. This compound is called as vinyl chloride, or this is also called as chloroethene. We know that if there is CH2, instead of this Cl, if there is CH2, then that compound is called as ethene. One of the hydrogen atom of ethene is replaced by chlorine atom, so that this is called as chloroethene. Chloroethene, ETHENE, because of double bond, ENE is there. Allyl bromide, numbering is like this. Numbering is started from this carbon atom, 1, 2 and 3. Since bromine atom is present on carbon number 3, 3 bromo, prop 1 ENE. 3 bromo, prop 1 ENE. Next one, acetylene chloride, chloroethane is called as chloro. Since there is chlorine atom, ETH, since there are 2 carbon atoms, and suffix is YNE because of this carbon-carbon triple bond. Now this chain is numbered like this, 1, 2 and 3. Again, bromine atom is present on carbon number 3, 3 bromo, prop 1 YNE. 3 bromo, prop 1YNE. So that these are the examples of dihalogen derivatives of alkanes, trihalogen derivatives of alkanes, tetrahalogen derivatives of alkanes, as well as some unsaturated halogenated compounds. Okay, dear friends, today we will stop here. In our next video, we will take more practice of IUPAC nomenclature of different compounds. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press bell icon.